I grew up in a very legalistic way of faith. I was raised and even encouraged at times to fear God. I believed that sinning would utterly disappoint him, and a lot of the good choices I made came out of fear that I was going to get in trouble with God or disappoint other people, or that my future would involve fire and brimstone. It wasn't until I was an adult that I realized that I wasn't really a servant of God at all like I thought I was. But in reality, I was a servant of fear. I had a relationship with God, but it definitely wasn't very deep, and it didn't involve trust. I felt like, how could I trust this God who is aware of all of the ways that I've messed up? I thought that he was certainly disappointed in me, and there were many times that I felt like God was just ready to, throw in the towel with me and was sick of all of my imperfections. When I focused on the legalism of Christianity, before I had a real trust-based, intimate relationship with Jesus, more times than not, I failed and I was left feeling empty and worthless because I just simply wasn't enough. I felt like I was constantly setting myself up to fail. And what I know now is that fear is not powerful enough to sustain a biblical life. But on the other hand, love, true grace-filled love, is from God. And through that love, I believe that I now have the strength to live a life that I believe that he desires for me now. A couple of times now I've been asked about the demands of Christianity and how people are supposed to live up to the expectations that come with being a Christian. And I would definitely say that if we're looking at following Jesus and all we see are these expectations that we just simply cannot live up to, I would say that we're looking at it upside down. It wasn't until I developed that real grace-filled, trust-based, intimate relationship with Jesus that my heart's desire to follow him with Jesus, until Jesus became my whole world, that my heart actually desired to follow him and to follow the guidelines that he has set for us. The heaviness of the rules and all of the inadequacy that I felt subsided when I found that grace through my relationship with Jesus. I had heard it said before, but I don't think I really ever believed that God was for me. Now I don't feel like I'm carrying the biblical expectations alone anymore, but I feel like Jesus is carrying them for me. Jesus will pick me back up, and he will brush me off, and he will put me back down on solid ground.